Wildfires to torrential monsoons, Maricopa County is no stranger to disasters. And knowing what to do is important, especially if one hits near your home.
Especially if you live in those wildland-urban interface areas on the outer skirts of the county. Everyone should always be ready to act.
Ron Coleman with Maricopa County's Emergency Management Department says the purpose of their new tool, called the Emergency Zones, is to get critical information to you as soon as possible during an emergency.
This is how it works. I have with me this interactive map right here, and immediately you're going to notice all these colors everywhere. Well, these are the zones, the emergency zones. So say, for example, a wildfire breaks out near Buckeye where you live. You just click on the Buckeye zone, and if there was a disaster, it would have all the information of what's happening, which first responders are responding, but most importantly, it would have the evacuation status and tell you where to go if that was the case. Now, if you don't know where exactly in the county you live, don't worry. Up in the top left corner, you just put in your address. There's even an option for it to find your address for you. And another thing you're going to notice as well, there's a lot of empty spots. The county is stressing that this is still new, and they're currently working on adding more zones.
The goal, Coleman says, is to have all this information in one place instead of spread across multiple platforms.
We'll still send out our wireless emergency alerts, the cell phone alerts. We'll still continue to post on our Facebook and our Twitter pages.
This new tool is not just for natural disasters. Coleman says it can be used for any emergency situation like a police barricade, shootings, or a search for a suspect to warn people to stay indoors.
This tool is also a big help for first responders on the scene of an emergency because before, if there is an evacuation order, for example, those crews on the ground would have to map the neighborhoods and streets impacted. Now they just have to select those zones that you saw earlier, which saves them a lot of time so they can focus on that emergency. In the newsroom, I'm Steven Sarabia for Arizona's Family.
Steven, thank you.